Locked in, we here. What up, people?
Geeked.
We got Goose in the frame for now.
Dude, that's fantastic.
He messed up
sleep
all
the
of
whole
next
time.
month. Allegedly.
Allegedly it was him.
He's got heavy allegations on him.
Yeah, well, and then he ate some money.
He ate real money.
Oh, shoot.
He tore it up,
Ate
yeah.
the money.
He was trying to eat it. I caught him on the $2 bill.
Letitia James is coming for him.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Dollar bill, y'all. Well, hello, beloved customer, and welcome to Septic Guys Know Shit. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and Twitter, not Instagram, because we got banned.
Damn.
Got him.
I have,
We started it and it didn't work out. We didn't
we
post
didn't even
anything.
post anything, and we were out.
I'm going to wait till we're past the 10-minute mark, but I got some countries I want to call out for that.
Okay.
Some big names.
Okay, perfect. Well, as always, I'm your little friend, the head of the tabletop, the hero of the hookah, your chief apparitions officer, and the man with no face, Ruben. To my right, we have our Sultan of Seduction. He'll kiss your mom, slap your sister on her ass, and your ass, and tell your dad to go make him a sandwich.
Yeah.
He's your own personal little nicotine pouch. And your favorite French guy, Tony.
Favorite French guy.
Yeah, why not? Finally, to our left, we have the Clinchstinger Meister.
Yes, sir.
Our magnetic musician. Wow, that was loud. Okay.
Love that sound.
I did not. The owner of the Duke of San Luis and our resident Omega Predator.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, well, we're back in it.
We're here.
Episode 23? Mm-hmm. Yeah, episode 23.
23.
Yeah, episode 21 should be Carl Bushby or whatever the hell his name is. Knows what he did.
The Bush.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
The bushwhacker.
And then episode 22 is just yapping.
That's right. Yep.
So then we've got episode 23 right here.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Why did we look up Tartaria?
Why did we look up Tartaria?
How did that come up? Because as soon as you said it, I got a bunch of stuff in the algo.
Oh, I bet.
Well,
Which is
I
scary
didn't
how
do
that
any
works.
research, so I will be your resident dum-dum today.
Yeah. Well, you know what you're not a dum-dum on? Your week update. How's it been?
Week has been good. No fence work this weekend, which is really nice. It's a
in a row.
good rest. I'm really happy about that.
Oh, this is nice.
It's
Sit
super
back.
nice.
That's
dude.
better. That's way better.
It's so
This
much
is
better.
nice. You can barely see me.
That's the chair. No, I don't like that part. That's the chair you deserve.
I think it's a great spot for you.
I don't know how I feel about that with you telling me that.
It's good when I say it to you.
Oh, okay. Just not when you say it to yourself.
Hey, it's here to miss.
Well, yeah, no, we're gonna do some cookout. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna go
Oh, that's right.
burgers in the evening.
Yeah.
And then we're also gonna go see the Sir Meats a Lot. Terry and his smoker.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna be able to come over and hang out for a little bit. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but we'll probably be there for at least a little bit. At least the real OG and I.
Nice. Yeah, we'll see the hero of the coast.
That's gonna be great. I'm excited to see him. I haven't seen him in a minute. Yeah, no. I mean, this is gonna be a great weekend. 3-day weekend.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you. Can I borrow the Abyss?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
Make sure to play it for the children.
No, I
Yeah.
can't play it for the children. That's a point.
Bottom.
That's a thing where I'm at right now.
God is an awesome gun. Bottom.
It would be really cool to do that. I just don't think I can do that for the age group that I'm playing for.
Could you get
I have to
Russell?
think
Could you get your buddy Russell to come in and just be like weird metal mashup?
Oh, that would be so
But you're
cool.
like God is an awesome God or something.
See, that's the thing is I'm at this point right now. I am trying to figure out where I need to go with all of this. We had some training last weekend, and I am in a state of confusion with some of it because I'm trying to figure out. I'm a self-critic. If nobody's figured that out yet, I'm a self-critic, big self-critic. And excuse me, I took the training as an opportunity for me to evaluate some of the things that I'm doing and try to see where I can change, which is good for training. And I'm trying to look at it as how can I take because it wasn't necessarily a challenging thing. There was nothing that was stated like I need to challenge myself. I feel like I just haven't had enough time to focus on practicing like I want to. And I haven't been introducing songs like I want to, or just bringing up old songs. And I'm trying not to get and look at myself as, oh, you're not doing good. You failure.
Bro.
I need to look at it as well. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying not to look at myself like that. I'm trying to look at it as
I get it because I relate to that.
right. I think it's more of okay, just do something and try it and see what happens.
We're broken vessels, Rue. We're trying to do our best.
Major broken vessel. Over
Yeah,
here.
but we're doing it, dude.
Y'all are out here like doing way more than the average, and then you're both like,
It's
I
not
fucking
enough.
suck.
It's not enough,
It's not enough.
I'm not
It's
doing-
really not
I'm not
enough.
doing good,
I
dude.
am not carrying the boats enough for this,
dude.
I'm not.
You're carrying more boats than everybody else. Like what?
I care. I think that all that means is that I recognize I care.
Yeah, you do care. You're already carrying the boats.
I know.
Why you gotta be mad about that?
Because I wanted.
He's already carrying
Okay.
3 boats. And he's mad he's not carrying 9.
Yeah.
I'm there with you, man. I
want
feel you.
to. I want to do it to a certain degree, a certain level.
But what level?
I don't know necessarily what level, but I want to do it a certain way.
Are we talking about practice?
We're
Or
talking about
game?
Practice.
practice and game
Yeah.
because
We talking about practice.
Yeah.
because practice influences the game.
We
And-
talking about practice.
Yeah, we talking about practice.
You bleed in
'Cause
training.
I don't
so
wanna
you
compromise.
war.
Allen Iverson, anybody?
Yeah,
Practice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
We good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Original.
We don't. I don't want to
The
compromise.
original AI. Thanks, Emmett.
Right.
Emmett never compromises.
Anyway, that's where I'm at, and we're gonna get through it. I'm gonna figure it out. I just gotta take time to rework my week, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. That's a normal thing.
I think we need to create, and we may have already done it, the Omega Anonymous group.
All you firstborns out there, how you feeling, huh? That's my dog whistle.
You don't get it. You just don't get it, dude.
No, being a thirdborn, bro, you're like, chill. You're like, we talked about this many years ago. Like, your walls of apathy are real.
They're just
And-
for your protection.
Well, the thing is, like, I wish I had some walls of apathy. I don't want to live in walls of apathy, but I want to have some so that I'm not as stressed or as clenched as I have been over the years, which I've definitely been changing.
Especially
But
recently.
most recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is good.
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Working out's been awesome. So
Have you ever thought about if you increased your hot dog intake, your stress levels would go down?
It answers everything.
I mean, yeah.
It works for him.
Glizzy is life.
Glizzy's game.
Glizzy is
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. I've always thought, and maybe this is why I eat the amount that I do, but I've always thought if I had more food in my system, I wouldn't care about stuff.
honestly,
Because then
that's
my
true.
brain's satisfied. Like, you know, there's that point. You get to the point where all the protein's hitting and you're creating the energy, and then there's that immediate drop off, and it's like, how low can I go before I need to have more protein to get back to normal again?
Y'all are ridiculous.
So it's not that I'm in a deficit, but I definitely want to have an increase in the protein levels.
Oh, yeah. Protein is the building block of life.
Yeah, it is. But that's my week update. Yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be great. You know, just working through stuff, just being the clench. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to be doing less. of the clinch.
True. What you got?
I mean, we worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it for my week update. We worked. This
week.
Japanese. He went on a walk.
Multiple.
Yeah, he went on a couple walks last weekend. I think it was like 3 or 4. So he was just tearing down the walls.
Getting steps in.
Yeah, he's getting his steps in. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. I don't really have a whole lot of week update, you know?
Polar opposite.
I know, right? It's fine. It's fine.
Like I said, the walls of apathy are for y'all's defense.
Which doesn't compute for me, but
This is
I'm
for your
here.
protection.
It's for y'all's protection. I'm for mine. You thought you could control me.
I was born in apathy.
I was born in the chaos.
I was born in the clinch.
Yeah.
By the time you'd adopted it, I'd already become a man.
Oh my gosh. That's so true.
You are free.
Hold on, I've got to disappear. But yeah, that's my week update.
Nice. I do feel you on the protein intake.
Oh yeah.
I started using the air fryer. Thank you. And I think I unlocked something.
What did you unlock?
Just something good. Because
Good.
Eating has always been a problem for me.
Okay.
I don't eat nearly as much as I want to or need to get to where I'm trying to get. Eating, like I have a tiny stomach. And it's always like whenever I put in the bulk, trying to do the bulk,
Yeah.
it's always like I wind up force feeding myself.
Right.
And that's rough.
It is rough.
I think a big part of it is just eating stuff that's healthy, stuff that I need to be getting, and stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Because when eating becomes a chore, I'm not going to do it, you know? But I air fried the chicken breast this week.
There you go. So did you do anything to the chicken breast before you air fried it, or you just
Seasoned it.
okay?
Very basic seasoning.
Yeah.
And put
Did
it
you
in,
butterfly it and put it in there, or did you just do the whole?
flattened it, butterfly it, and all that good stuff. But
Very nice.
that unlocks something new.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good.
Good.
We're gonna be using that up.
See, that's the thing is like I love that there's something else that you can add to like make. It's like a new tool or a new toy or like in guitar, it's a new tuning.
Exactly.
Right. It's something that's it's not your typical. It's a new challenge, and instead of looking at it as wow, I can't do it, it's all right. Let's try this out. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yep.
Let's figure it out.
I remember the first time I realized that different tuning was a thing.
Oh man.
Like I was looking up tabs on a song that I
Yeah.
want. It was a Slipknot song,
Very nice.
and I was like, I want to play this song, and then saw different tuning. I was like, wait, that's an option.
Oh yeah, dude. They're in drop C sharp, drop B,
And
drop
then-
A.
Yeah,
and
and
they're
then,
low.
And then realized, whoa, this changes everything.
It does. It sounds different.
And it's so basic to like music people who know this already, but that unlocked my third music eye.
It does.
Like,
I mean,
whoa.
it's a complete. It's like yeah. It's like getting a new toy as a kid.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna play with this forever.
And it's also when, again, I'm such a basic guitar player and basic music person, but going half a step in either direction, up or down, and realizing the difference, like the range that you have just by going half a step in either direction, dude, that's incredible.
It's super incredible.
Yeah.
There's so many, and that's the thing is like, I think that's the best part about anything that you do is that you're going to find a place where you get into a rut.
Yeah.
And to get out of that rut, you just need that one thing to try.
Yeah.
You try it once and you like it, you keep adding it, and then you mix and match and you start doing other things, and it really starts to become this wonderful woven basket of here's my tool basket. These are things that I can do. Okay, I don't like just grilled chicken breast. I can do air fried chicken breast. I can do fried chicken breast. I can do whatever. You know? There's so many options.
Like I wasn't math guy in school.
Yeah.
Like I just did enough to get by, but the tuning and realizing you could go other ways, that it was like discovering a new language almost.
Absolutely.
It was like, oh, I got the code.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
Oh yeah.
You can go as far as you want skill wise, because all this other stuff of going a different direction, it's already there.
Absolutely.
You just gotta follow it.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. But
That's
I'm not
awesome.
I'm not that creative. Like I'm kind of in a creative rut right now, and I'm trying to map a plan on how to get out of that.
There you
I think
go.
the first step I'm doing now is reading.
Yeah.
That sounds so basic, but like
I envy you.
but that's a skill that it is a skill. I think it's a skill more and more now, because very few people read, like actually read books.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get back into that.
I envy you.
I'm starting a new book this week.
What you doing?
We're doing Teddy Roosevelt's autobiography,
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
like a character study, and yeah, we'll see,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
I will say though, I feel like there are moments that, so like I get stuck in the same. I'm gonna use the word. I'm gonna use the music sphere as a general for understanding for me. So I get stuck in the same musical genre often,
Yeah,
and it's hard for me to get out of that genre.
which genre do you get stuck in?
Gizzard, gizzard.
Yeah, I get stuck in psychedelic rock. I am
Up until recently, though.
up until recently. I have been listening to a lot of
You are a
different
newt.
stuff.
You are a newt. You are a newt. That's what I feel like a lizard wizard would do.
You're not wrong.
Salamander.
I am in this place where I have not been able to listen to King Giz for probably about 2 months now.
I hate that for you, but has there been benefit to that?
The benefit is that I'm open to other genres now.
Well, what do you have you listened to much of Benson Boone?
No,
I'll put you on. Don't worry.
no,
Oh, he doesn't want to get put on.
I don't want Benson Boone.
What about Taylor Swift? This new album's gonna be crazy.
No,
Hater.
I'm sorry. There are some genres that I won't go into,
Hey, it's fair.
but I feel that same way with books.
Yeah.
I really go to my comfortable place with books. So I really like sci-fi, and I haven't picked up a sci-fi book in a while, and I need to. I like The Lord of the Rings, and I like Narnia, but for some reason it's hard for me to pick up those books and read them right now.
I feel like it's one of those ones where you read it once and it's like, why would I go back and read this again?
There is that. There is that camp. The hard part is I want to pick it up just to read it because I want to get back into reading.
Sure.
Not necessarily because I want to revisit the story and find something new. I just want to pick up a book and read because I don't.
But from a technical standpoint, those books are hard to read.
They can be.
They
Yeah.
can be. For the passive reader. For someone who's trying to get back in, that's
Yeah.
deadlifting 315 as a warm up.
Right? Gosh. Wouldn't that be crazy?
If we've seen them. We've seen videos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
But you're a book guy. You really are. You read a lot of books.
Yeah, I haven't been reading as much because of Japan.
Right. So you're a study guy now.
I've been studying that. So book reading is kind of on the tail end. I am sort of reading a series called The Lies of Locke Lamora.
Okay.
It's all about like gentleman thief pirates.
That's cool. That's cool.
He's right here. So yeah. So I'm like pseudo reading that. I'll probably read a lot of it in Japan.
Yeah. I just get distracted too easily.
Dude, just walking the streets alone of Japan.
Yeah,
during
with my
the day.
Bible and my fantasy pirate book thing.
Dude.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
That's
great.
shit. Oh, that's gonna
gonna
be
be cool.
sick.
Yeah. My Catholic Bible too.
They'll like that. They appreciate. They're
Yeah.
okay. They're cool with that.
No kid.
My NRSV Catholic Sacrament of Introduction or something Bible.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got it for cheap at the recycled books.
You're gonna have so many people wanting to take pictures with you just for the
Maybe.
book,
Especially if I'm wearing my green pants.
dude.
You and your linen.
I love linen.
Linen's awesome.
Great.
I'm not saying against it.
No,
that's
no.
not me being against it.
It's probably gonna still feel really good by the time you get there.
Yeah, I think from what I read, I think historically in October, Japan is like 70 degrees.
That's
A
gonna be
nice
great.
sea breeze.
Yeah. Oh,
That's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be nice.
Yep.
we should
be
just
nice.
go, dude.
There's a lot of places I want to go.
We should just go.
That's
bro.
our first live stream
Oh my gosh.
from a pod on the street.
We're just in one of those bathrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
The like one-way mirrors are on that
It's
they
like,
can
hey, what's up,
change.
guys?
Okay. Just all sitting on
Our
a
first
toilet.
live stream and cool. Our first live stream and Q&A.
That would be wild.
We're like, yep, no one's in the chat. This sucks. We're like, wait, why are we streaming at 2 a.m. our time?
No kidding.
Oh, boy. Speaking of Japan,
Yeah.
you know, at one point, the Mongol Empire tried to take over Japan.
They couldn't get it.
They couldn't get it because of tsunamis and other things. But what if I told you it wasn't the Mongols? It
Okay.
was Tartaria.
Is that true?
So some people say. So, Ethan, you don't know anything about Tartaria.
I didn't look up anything other than the name that you said. It was like, oh, cool. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so you know
I
know
did
nothing of the nation
no
of Tartar.
research.
Tony, you did some research.
I just did research on the trains.
Just the orphan train. I did tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if I told you there was possibly, now this is a conspiracy theory, I want to just off the jump tell the listener or watcher, whatever you are,
Who
I'm
are
watching,
you?
whoever you are, or however you're consuming this is a conspiracy theory. I do not necessarily believe in this.
Oh.
I'm just reporting information that I listened to. You should do your own research and make your own decisions. I have made no particular. My mind is not swayed one way or the other on this at the moment.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, what if I told you in about 1000 AD there was another nation that existed from the ones that we know today, known as Tartary.
Okay.
Its coat of arms was,
Where was it located?
kind of Russia, China, Mongolia area.
Okay.
Now there is some debate on that because there part of this conspiracy theory. So this conspiracy theory of Tartary splinters a ton. So as far as its location goes, the splinter is some people believe it was just kind of in that block, kind of Europe, Asia-y, kind of Turkey almost. And then there's another piece. There's a split there where other people believe that it was actually global.
Oh.
That whenever, who we would call the Mongols, the Tatarians attempted to take Japan, they got blown off course and ended up in South America and founded the Incan Empire.
Yo.
Really?
And then that's why we see some of that like weird Greco-Roman architecture that we just randomly find in America sometimes, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's why.
Whoa.
And like pyramids and things like that. Like that's what's happened.
Yeah.
So that's a splinter. We're not going to go into that. But
Yeah.
that Tartary, there was a nation that existed, and in about the late 1700s through the 1800s, and then up to World War II, the world as a whole erased them from history.
Okay. Like they were eliminated, or just the idea of them was gone?
Well, you don't know about them, right?
I've never
So
heard
the
of them.
idea
Wow.
that Tartary existed is gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how would they accomplish this? Well, this is another strange splinter. There's a theory out there that in about early 1800s or so,
Okay.
or no, somewhere in the 1800s. I don't remember exactly. Sorry. I listened to like 3 or 4 different podcasts to it. Shout out to the Phone Booth podcast.
Good one.
Who else was there? Smartly Uneducated, and
That's a good name.
yes, the Phone Booth podcast, Smartly Uneducated, And I listened to one other one. I don't remember who you were, but thank you. I think it was like Investigate Earth Conspiracies or something like that. So I listened to all these, and so none of them quite all covered the same thing. So sorry if I'm a little mixed up. I haven't done any of the book research yet or anything. There was a global mud flood that happened.
What year? What period?
1800s.
Is there a record of that?
So you're talking about like mudslide.
But like all around the world.
It's just the Dust Bowl.
Basically.
Well, so that's how some of the mud flood falls into the Dust Bowl situation where you have this mud flood happen and it buries cities, and then in the 1920s you have the Dust Bowl because all the mud dried.
Yo.
Because
That'd be a crazy. A crazy thing if it was weird.
Well, because the explanation for the Dust Bowl is that we over-farmed everything.
Yeah.
And that caused all this dust to just come up.
Right.
How is that not happening works. Now?
That's not how farming
and
works.
wasn't the Dust Bowl necessarily localized? Dust Bowl was localized to America? Question mark?
Yeah.
So how would that work?
Well, okay, so on the American continent, you have this big mud flood that happens and buries cities and stuff. Because, it's like if you go to Kansas City,
okay,
and you see some of these buildings, if you're walking on the street level, you'll see windows that are just half buried in the street. Mm-hmm. Why is there a window there? Or you'll just find doors in basements that just you open the door, it's just a dirt wall.
Okay.
If you were building a building and you were like, oh, this is going to get covered up, don't you think you'd like brick over it or something? You wouldn't just leave a window?
Well, I mean, I know that. I say I know. I thought that all basements had to have at least some sort of a window.
No, I'm talking like a full-scale window, and half of it is just dirt and then window. Not like a little like partial window.
Right.
It's like the window.
Basements that you see.
Yeah. No, it's like a window just got buried for like no reason. Or there'll just be a window in a wall in a basement, and it's just dirt.
I've seen this.
That's a lot of dirt there.
Yeah. Here's another great example. This is people think that maybe some of these buildings that we have, it's like, why do all of our state capitals look the same?
Oh yeah.
It's like, why do they all have the same architecture but like different? Like, and some of them, it's like they're like, yeah, we're not exactly sure who designed this building. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of buildings like that, especially in our state capital itself, like the Lincoln Memorial.
Okay.
We assign it to a guy that apparently designed and built it. Why is it that in 1975 we found a 48,000 square foot basement under it? Why didn't we know that was there?
Oh, okay.
What the side note?
I thought it was just a part of it.
No, we found it.
Yeah.
In 1975, they were like,
oh
shit, we have a basement. And it has these just perfectly smooth, like well-designed columns and pillars just down in there. And we apparently built it in less than 10 years in a swampland.
Then that was there.
And you've got a 60-foot basement. And the Potomac River is like 300 feet away.
Yeah.
We built that shit in like 1905 or something.
Okay.
You know what the legend is of the Lincoln Memorial?
Well, Tartarians.
Yeah.
But also...
But like the designer that carved Lincoln on the seat, what's behind his neck?
What's it is behind his neck?
There's a Confederate flag behind his neck.
Allegedly.
There's people that claim that they've seen it. And obviously you can't climb Lincoln to go up there.
You can fly a drone.
Airspace. That would be, you can't do that, especially in DC.
What about a little drone? Just get by, Michelle.
Yeah, that's the legend.
All right, Tony, I want you to look up the 114th Pennsylvania Regiment from the Civil War, and I want you to tell me what their hats are.
114 Pennsylvania. Oh, can't spell. Walla Walla, Washington. Regimen. Civil War.
The Civil War. What does that hat look like?
It looks like a graduate. What?
What the hell? That's crazy.
Yo,
Yo,
Turkish,
you're
doesn't
lying.
it?
That's a fez.
You're lying to me. What?
Yeah, they wore fucking
Nuts.
turbans.
What the hell?
Yeah,
That's
they're
a
wearing
Civil War
fucking
regiment?
turbans.
Parachute pants.
Yeah,
MC Hammer is fighting out of Pennsylvania.
motherfuckers are wearing turbans.
No way.
Bit weird, isn't it?
It's weird how it's like
Zouaves?
turbans and the
Zouaves?
Dutch.
Yeah.
What is that?
So what's the connection?
So the idea is that the Civil War was a lot more nuanced than we thought,
Sure.
and that maybe it was a bit more of a global issue than maybe originally thought of.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna scale back now for Tartaria.
Okay.
So the idea is that the Tartarians actually come from Noah's son Japheth,
Okay.
who through his lineage ends up having two sons, one kind of named Mongol, where the Mongols would come from, and then the other one Tartar.
Right.
Or Turk or something like that. And so then you had these two grand empires who then in 1200 is unified by Genghis Khan. And so Genghis Khan then takes over portions of Russia. And so you have this weird thing where in all of these maps, you have this region that they just call Tartaria.
Right.
Or Tartary. Well, today people just tell you, oh, well, that was an outdated term, whatever. But if you open up your phone again and look up 1865 flags of all nations,
Right.
and I want you to find the one that says China and look right next to it and see what it says.
65 flags of all. What's the origin of the name Tartary?
It comes from that ancestor.
China.
China. What's the flag next to it, though?
Hang on. I gotta get a good picture. What did China look like?
It's right in the middle, right under the U.S.
Right under the U.S.
Yeah, I think I actually have
That's
a photo of
not
it.
normal. That's a freaking griffin.
Whoa.
It's the opposite opposing. It's China and then Tartary right next to
Yeah.
it.
Tartary, and
Yeah.
it's a black dragon with a curly tail.
It's Game of Thrones shit.
Okay, now do you know much about the black dragon in St. George?
I've heard of this, yes.
The St. George slayed
Yes.
the dragon.
Yes.
So you have the Mongol, the Golden Horde, as we know them.
Yeah.
They're just seen as these nomadic bullshitters who just go spread destruction and rape everybody.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that they were actually like a very well organized, advanced? Well, I shouldn't say technologically advanced per se, because that's a whole other splinter for Tartaria. But that they were actually like a well organized, well governed, good nation
Whoa.
that then captures one of Russia's capital cities, Moscow, and holds it. Because I want you to remember, do you remember when Napoleon marched into Russia?
Yep, couldn't
He was
do
going to
it.
go take the Russian capital.
Yep. Couldn't do it.
Well, the Russian capital at the time is St. Petersburg.
Right.
So why does he split off and go to Moscow? Mm-hmm. He goes to Moscow and takes Moscow.
Yeah.
Why?
He probably
then-
didn't know.
No, how would he have not have?
It was the collective doing
How
it
would he
for him.
not have?
Yeah.
How would he not have? It's Napoleon.
Yeah.
Napoleon knew what the capital of Russia
Right,
was.
right.
So why is he coming back all like a bit triumphant,
Yeah.
like fucking took Moscow?
Yeah.
Go look up the Russian imperial coat of arms
Oh, with
with the double eagle.
Yep.
What's St. George standing on?
Golly, dude.
It's the what coat of arms?
Russian
Imperial
crown.
coat of arms.
Yeah. He's standing on the dragon.
Which dragon though?
It looks like the Tartarian.
the Tartarian dragon.
Dude. Is that still the current coat of arms
Yeah,
today?
Putin literally, like, anytime Putin does an interview, he displays it.
That's fucking dope, dude.
It's a cool flag.
So we've been living a lie?
Not a
Well,
lie.
maybe not. It's hard to say, but
Well, if you're, I mean, okay. Anyway, continue.
But so you have all of this stuff start pointing back. And so basically, if you want to find any information on Tartaria, you have to go find books and writings and things like that from before 1850.
What happened in 1850?
1850, 1860, you have the Civil War.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And also you have French revolutions happening. I mean, Europe is changing, right?
Yep.
The fall of the Byzantine Empire and all of that. So you have in about 1850, things start changing. And that really kind of around that time is when the Rockefellers
Yep. Here we go.
start dumping all the money into the healthcare system,
Yep.
you know, the education system and all of that. And that's when
Industry.
these kinds of things start changing.
Yep.
Sounds like we've been living a lie.
Because what we're told about the Mongols is, I don't even want to
They're
call them the
savages.
Mongols. Yeah, that they're savages. But if you look at the stuff from the 1850s, you have a situation where people are traveling to what is they call Tartaria, and things are well governed. It's a high trust society. There aren't a lot of laws. There's like 10 laws, and one of them was basically, if there are people ruling who are not taking care of their citizens, you must go ruthlessly remove them.
Okay.
And so you have these people going and then coming back and writing these books for nobility.
That sounds old school biblical there.
Yes,
It sounds very much like what God told the Jews to go do whenever they were supposed to go into the land of Canaan.
yes. And so it's confusing because Tartaria, there's a couple schools of thought. One is that they were a pretty free worship society, that there was one rule that there was one God.
Okay.
But what you wanted to call him or how you necessarily wanted to worship him, that was fine, but you only were allowed one God.
One God.
So
Maybe
yeah,
that's where the whole one nation under God thing kind of came into play.
it could have. So you're allowed one God, and you have to worship that one God. Now, there's some other guys that I was listening to that basically they were like, a lot of Tartaria was actually predominantly Muslim.
Interesting.
Which I was like, I don't think I agree with that. I liked this other guy's deal where they were like, no, this is just pretty highly tolerant. Tartaria was, because Tartaria, from what I can gather from the podcast I've listened to and stuff, is that they were less of a fully like unified state system and more like a conglomeration and more of like an ideology.
Right.
That you had to treat people well, and that it was this really high trust society. Like I was telling Ethan, they had like 10 laws.
Right.
And one of the laws was if there's a ruler that you know of that is not governing their citizens for the best of their citizens, you go ruthlessly remove them.
I like this.
Because
So is this what the beginning of the Civil War was?
maybe.
And it wasn't necessarily a slave war, but it was because the slave thing was happening, which was a bad governing of people. Tartaria planted the seed.
Tartarian influence would then remove them.
And then on a global scale, you've got other nations influencing this said thing
Yes.
because, oh God.
Now here's the thing about the mud flood and all that. I don't think I actually agree with that idea.
Yeah.
That'd be
because otherwise,
so
like,
much.
It just seems impossible to me that you would have about 200 years ago we would have an entire cataclysmic event happen across the globes, and all of a sudden, like, we just have no recollection of it at all.
No
I mean, that's
record or
like this.
anything.
That's like the same thing. That's like having a major flood happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's basically what it is.
Earth-wide flood.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's this great reset. I personally just can't subscribe to that theory, and the idea that you would find windows and doors underneath buildings and that there's all these substructures below us, right?
Right.
Well, no, I mean, that kind of makes sense, though. I mean, that's how cities work.
Right.
You build on top of what was there, you
Nice,
know?
yeah. It's
And as
not
far
enough
as like
evidence.
tunnels go and those kinds of things, I mean, who knows, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and every once in a while you do find weird things.
sure.
But I do think, though, that this whole situation with Tartaria, because, like, if you go look at some of the records pre 1950 or 1850, and you go find in the archives like Z Library and those kinds of things, you can find some of those old writings. And, you know, these European men were going to Tartaria, or as we would know it as the Mongolian lands, and just experiencing life. And then they'd come back, give it to their patron, who then would maybe send an assessor out to double check their work.
Yeah.
Come back and write an approval letter and say, yep, nope, this is 100% it. And they were known as these incredibly just and very fair people, incredibly benevolent. But when we think of the Mongols, we just think of just
Killers.
absolute carnage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just heads on pikes everywhere. So, how Russia plays into all of this is that in World War II, you start having a situation where Russia straight up just removes everything about Tartaria.
What point in history is this?
Like 1940.
Oh, shoot. So, okay, during the war.
Less than 100 years ago, yes, during the war, there's literally CIA documents that talk about it.
Oh, gosh. CIA is involved.
Well, they knew that Russia was doing this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Russia literally was like, we are going to get rid of all evidence of Tartaria. We don't want people to know about it. We're going to get rid of it completely. Now, here's the deal. The CIA picks up on this in like 1944.
How did they pick up on it? Did it have
We have
anything to
spies.
do? Yeah,
We have
well,
spies in
well, I
Russia.
was wondering if it had anything to do with the remote viewing.
No, not really.
Okay.
That's
That would
a,
be wild.
I mean,
I mean,
right?
Look, there's so there is some Tartaria stuff that is tied in with astrological stuff, which we'll get to. So, not really, but
Okay. Adjacent.
sounds like a
it's
star
like
to me,
weirdly
but-
adjacent.
Sure.
Yeah. So you have this situation though where Russia starts. So the CIA picks up this in 1944. A document is created for the CIA in like 1950, whatever, and it is immediately classified.
Yeah.
Like, it never gets put out for the public's consumption.
Sure.
Until like 1998, 1999. And it's just in one of the CIA, document dumps.
Yeah.
But literally it talks about how the Russian government actively erased all Tatarian culture from the world.
Now, that's not eliminating the people. That's eliminating.
No, they
the
eliminated
information.
the people too.
As far as they could, they eliminated anything that had to do with the subject.
Yeah. And the children they couldn't eliminate, guess where they went?
Russia.
America.
Yeah.
The orphan trains.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Where we just started shipping hundreds of thousands of orphans all over the country with not really any explanation where they came from.
There was a big influx. And that would make, yeah. Damn.
And you know how they made the public okay with that? Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Dude, what now?
One of the very first movies that was ever made is called The Fairy of the Cabbage Patch, where it is a silent black and white film where a woman is dancing around a cabbage patch and picking children out of the cabbage patch.
The hell?
Because it was influencing the children and just go, okay, this is where the kids are from.
Yeah.
And then you have the orphan trains.
Dude. Whoa. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right.
You threw off all his plans for practicing this weekend.
Dude, it is a wild dive. I did not know the absolute hunk of meat
Holy
that
cow.
I was getting with Tartaria.
You latched onto a good one.
I
You got
did
the
because,
shank.
like, here's the deal. This isn't even the weird stuff about it, because there's theories that Tartaria actually had like free energy and anti-gravity machines and those kinds of things.
Whoa.
Because they think that they're actually the ones who, that they either inherited or possibly even built the Great Wall of China.
Oh God.
Because they're situated in between China and Russia.
Yeah.
Well, why are the battlements on that wall focused into China?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Whew.
Because Tartaria made it.
Jeez, they were keeping them out.
No, they were trapping China
Or they were
in.
keeping them inside. Yeah.
Yeah, they trapped China in.
Yeah. Golly.
And so there's some theories that actually China originally was an open air prison
Oh my
where
God.
the Tatarians were imprisoning people.
Before they discovered Australia.
/ then there's a Bible tie-in with possibly it's the Nephilim. I'm not gonna go there.
That's I mean,
That's when you really put the tinfoil hat on.
I get the jump, but it's also like, all right.
Yeah, and so it's just one of those things. It's like, but like I keep asking myself, like, why would we remove them though?
Well, why does
But-
any society remove anybody at all?
That's true, but like,
It's because they're a threat.
but what are they a threat to? Is the question.
The threat to it's the big dog on top of the pile. It's the king of the castle. So it's removing. If you come for the king, you best not miss. So that's what maybe I'm wrong, but that would be my assumption. Just looking at what we've already talked about, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, because one of the things that's really weird is so in 2022 in Naples, Italy, they were removing a mural from one of the cathedrals. They were moving a mural and found another one underneath it. And it's St. George slaying the dragon.
Oh shit.
Because in the 1500s, that's when the Eastern Orthodox Church and the Catholic Church worked together to help work out things in Russia.
Yep.
Well,
Oh boy. So they killed
they
the dragon.
may have been slaying Tartaria.
Holy cow.
So the dragon was Tartaria. It
Yeah.
wasn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily.
Because, yeah, the dragon is the coat of arms of Tartaria.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And so St. George isn't just a revered figure in Catholic Church, but also the Eastern Orthodox.
Yep.
And so you have this situation, like we have this situation where these people are kind of saying like, holy S, Tartaria might be real because when you go look at like the structures in Russia and stuff, it doesn't look like what we build now.
No.
Different.
Like the old world stuff just looks so different.
Totally different.
And so then you start asking yourself, well, okay, when did things really start changing, really start picking up and changing? And you go, right around 1850, 1860, post-Civil War, Rockefellers. Well, what was he up to? Because he dumped a lot of money into a lot of things.
Yep.
Oh, he was part of the Skull and Crossbones
Yep. Still a thing
secret
today.
organization.
I don't know what that is.
It's a secret society
Mm-hmm.
bent on a new world order.
Oh, God.
And all of a sudden you have all this old world architecture just disappearing because this also ties into the World's Fairs,
Which was also a big.
where you have them building these temporary, beautiful structures.
You're talking
just-
like Tale of Two Cities stuff.
Yeah, like Tale of Two Cities, like the World's Fairs are happening, and like specifically the one in like I think it's like 1905 Chicago.
That's the big one.
Yep.
That's like the granddaddy of them all. They had these. I mean, they built an entire city for it.
Right.
They claimed they built it in 2 years. Now you got to remember, this is post the Great Chicago Fire.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is post the Great Chicago Fire. They build this immaculate Tartarian city in apparently 2 years and then tear it all down. None of it's left.
Okay.
But you have all these spires and stuff. And so when you go to the Kremlin, or not the Kremlin, but when you go to Russia, Moscow and those places, one of the things you'll notice, there's the Kravinsky Station. It is, here, I have it in my notes. Yeah, the Krasinski Station, and I think it's Moscow, but it may not be Moscow. It might be in
Krasinski?
Krasinski. Up on the spire of it, the dragon's there, a golden dragon.
Oh.
They pulled it actually down during the war effort and put the Soviet star. It's back up though.
All I'm getting is John Krasinski.
I don't know how to spell it, but so this train station, here's one of the other weird things. So they claim they built it in 1943 in the height of the war.
Ain't no way.
Why does it have an astrological clock in it?
Yeah, nah.
Well, guess what Tartaria loved? Astrology.
You talking this place?
Yeah, but the train station. I think that's how you spell the name. Krasinski.
Dude.
Yeah, there's an astrological clock in this train station. What the Golden
hell?
Dome. Because that's one of the hallmarks of what people think is a Tartarian architecture is these golden domes and
wait.
these spires.
What other place do we know that has a golden dome?
Well, what do you think?
Holy cow! I'm not trying. I'm just asking questions.
Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you think of a mosque,
yeah.
you think of those golden domes.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of people who believe that the Tartarian, that most of them were, the diagonal is that most of them were Islamic. Yeah.
Bro.
And Russia's claiming they built that in 1943 in the middle of the Soviet Communist Party, who was dismantling all religion.
Yeah, nah.
There's letters on here that don't even look like, it doesn't even look Russian to me.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What the?
And Russia built that?
No.
The Communist Party built that?
Ain't no
And you're
way.
talking like this is the interior.
Yeah.
Bro.
You'll have to look it up.
The kings of the brutalist architecture?
Yeah. No. Can't create. They couldn't make something like that.
No.
Dude.
What in the world?
That's crazy.
Because here's where
it's got each of the zodiacs at the top.
Yeah, it's all the zodiac.
Whoa. On the roof.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Damn.
Well, that one's Prague's, but
Still.
Still
it's probably identical.
Tartarian area.
Dude. Oh my god.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Wow. Okay.
So there's
I'm
a
rolling.
legitimate chance that there was. Now personally, I don't think that it was a global thing, but here's a weird thing that we find all over the globe. Have you ever heard of a star fort?
No.
So it is a way to build a fortress in order to protect you from cannon fire.
Okay.
Why the fuck did did the South Americans and Native Americans have them before we showed up?
What's the structure of a star fort?
Looks like a star.
Oh wow. That's oh boy.
Oh.
Why? Why did they have them? How would they know what cannon fire is?
Yeah. It wouldn't necessarily just be for cannon fire. That's just a good tactical.
It's a good design, but
You
why?
can't come up with that design.
Doesn't the Vatican kind of look like?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the Vatican's got all kinds of stuff, Ethan.
Sorry,
Holy cow, dude.
I am thinking of another video that I watched. Do you remember me telling you about this?
No.
So I don't remember how many years ago this was. I was watching this video. I'm pretty sure he was I guess I'd consider him a Messianic Jew of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
But he was giving information on the origin story of the rabbit laying an egg with Easter.
Oh.
And where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
Pagans.
It's very pagan. Absolutely pagan. In that it was originally how it went. I think the rabbit was the female and the goose was a male.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he started getting into all that, and then he started talking about other things and about how the way that the Vatican looks. And when you look at an overshot of the Vatican, there's definitely a specific look that it has, specifically phallic in nature, which is also a very, which is also.
I remember
Fair.
this guy. Everything was a phallus to him, though.
Well, but that also came from the fact that the obelisk and what the obelisk came from, and how the obelisk was the pagan erectus
Yep.
of sorts, and that it ties in with the Easter story in that at least the pagan form of the rabbit laying the egg, and that it was supposed to bring rain upon the earth to help grow crops.
Yep.
And yeah, there was a lot of other things that guy went through. I haven't found his videos in a long time.
Well, we've just spoken about them, so they will return.
Don't worry. He'll pop back up
I'll go
here
find him
soon.
this weekend or something. I'm gonna find some random stuff.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so you have all of this stuff pointing to Tartaria being real. And yet, who knows?
What the hell?
In some way, I feel like this ties into censorship.
Yeah.
This is huge censorship in
Yeah.
that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna say it. There may be a slight part of me that feels like, yes, we are a democratic union for what the nation of America is.
Yeah, Democratic Republic.
A democratic republic. But we have some things that are very much not democratic,
True.
that are very dictator, in that we have been censored about certain information,
Yeah.
which is huge in other countries, specifically like Russia or in China and things like that, that do run off of dictatorships
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
or totalitarian governments.
Yeah.
So, if you want to know more about Tartaria, we've kind of hit the cap of what I actually kind of know and don't know, and what I actually think.
Sure.
If you want to know more, go check out the Observation Lounge on YouTube.
Okay.
They have a couple video. I think they've got a whole video series on Tartaria. I think his particular, it's a guy named Jack. His particular perspective, I think, is really good. Some of the other ones get a little funky because, like, there's theories that Tartaria. So, like, Genghis Khan's like great grandson. So, like, 5 removed from Genghis Khan, built something that took like 95 elephants to pull.
Jeez.
Just like one of the stones. We don't know what he built though.
What the hell?
They are the ones that would bring an end to the Byzantine Empire. So they bring an end to the Byzantine Empire, and that's really what starts the feud.
Damn.
They destroy the Byzantine Empire, which was notoriously corrupt.
Yeah.
And so then what happens is, this is how Napoleon ties in, because I never quite paid that off. Napoleon, I think, supports Ivan III,
Yo.
and they work together to retake Moscow. Because otherwise it's like, Moscow has been under Tartarian control, or the Golden Horde's control, for like 250 years, and all of a sudden Ivan III just miraculously gets enough troops to take it.
Just gets it.
And then you have the whole Napoleon doesn't go to St. Petersburg thing.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Also, why would Napoleon, he saw what happened to Hannibal. Mm-hmm. You don't march into Russia in the winter.
Nope. But he did it.
But he did it. Napoleon's not that dumb.
Damn.
Unless something else was driving him.
Yep.
that
Someone got to him.
maybe the Pope was like, come on, buddy.
Come on, man. Yo, that's nuts. This There's so much, and there's so many questions.
Dude, we haven't even gotten into their fucking possible free energy, and they were masters
exactly.
of frequencies
There's so much.
vibrations and
Like
resonance and
how they lasted this long, how they
She's
set
giving
up.
me good vibrations.
yeah, that they could have been possibly the ones that set up the Incan Empire.
What
That then falls apart just randomly. Just
Right. And how many other places do they set up like that?
Yeah, well then like you start looking at it and then all of a sudden you like start looking at the Native American star forts and Moundville and these kinds of things and you're like,
Did they help build the pyramids?
maybe.
The South American pyramids.
The South American pyramids, maybe. But you know, then you're like, well, what if they interfaced with the Egyptians?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
where
they
I'm
didn't
going.
help
Yeah.
build the pyramids because I don't think Tartaria is that old. Because the pyramids were built, you know, 9,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But you do have this situation though where you're like, what if they were one of the first that so then this kind of gets into the Great Flood of possibly the Younger Dryas, where there's this whole theory where about 20,000 years ago, we exited an ice age.
Okay.
When you exit an ice age, it causes a giant cataclysm.
That makes sense. You got a lot
Because
of water
all those,
coming.
all that stuff melts, and you have a big whole mudslide. But again, time frames don't really work for that. For possibly, that's why I don't love the mud flood theory. Is because it's like there's just no way you could have a mud flood 200 years ago, and we just have no record of it.
Yeah.
There's
You'd
just-
see
that
there
ju-
would
it
there would
just
have to be
doesn't commute.
signs. I mean, you'd see it in the trees. You'd see it in.
Well,
in the
you would you
soil.
would have it in the soils. I mean, there's just no way. But all that to be said, what if there was a civilization, during or before that great ice age? It hits, melts, washes it, and Tartaria is one of the first people to pick up their stuff. Because there's part of it where it's like, from one of the podcasts I was listening to, the guy was talking about some of the stuff he read about the Tartarians, because you can find it in these really old books if you go to these archives and things like that, or online really, but you got to know where to look.
Right.
And that even the Tartarians were like, yeah, we don't know where these buildings came from, but we know how to use them.
What?
So there's all these theories that possibly they had mastered like free energy, that what Tesla was trying to do,
Yep.
where they were harnessing atmospheric vibration and frequency stuff to actually funnel power into things. And that's why they have all those golden domes. Because if you think about it,
Yeah.
as far as a conductor goes, gold is great.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's like there's not a whole lot of reason to build golden domes.
Other than just aesthetics.
Either it's a power move,
Yeah.
great power move.
Yeah. Or it's a power move.
It's a power move, or it's a power
yeah.
move.
Yeah. Holy cow. That's how I'm going to know how tuned in my neighbors are when I get a golden dome when I build my house. Just freak everyone the fuck out.
You're up there
I
every
better
other
get in.
weekend spray painting it.
I better
Yeah,
get
it's
into
actual
frequencies.
gold. It's just like, hey, dude, you got a golden dome? Yeah, I'm doing stuff. Don't
yeah.
worry about it.
It's my statue. It's just you with just like a dong to the floor. It's more dong than it is person.
You know, speaking of frequencies, have y'all learned anything about what certain frequencies do? Like if you put sand on a metal plate?
Oh yeah, how they make the geometric patterns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how one of them does a star pattern,
Yeah.
Shut
which
up.
looks like the star fort.
Yeah. Yeah, because all of this is built on sacred geometry.
Oh my God.
Which is slightly based off of the Fibonacci sequence.
Right.
Yeah, because it all comes back to 3, 6, and 9.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And the God frequency is 693.
Dude.
Which is why 432.
Is
Yeah.
the healing frequency. But if you want to fuck somebody up, guess what you tune it to? 440
Right. Which is what everybody uses for their standard tuning.
Yeah.
for
Guitar.
music.
Which is crazy.
Because guess who started that?
Who?
The Nazis.
Oh, shit.
I don't know about that.
They did, because they did research into it, and it makes you more susceptible to subliminal messaging.
Oh, so, wow. So you actually.
So it actually throws you out of whack, and then it makes you more susceptible to whatever they want you to know.
So whatever is coming
Yeah,
through the
we've been
music.
living a lie.
Whatever is coming through music, you will feel. Not necessarily just because of what the music is saying and how it sounds, but because of the frequency.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So then if you start going and listening to music that's tuned to 432 hertz, guess what? It sounds weird.
Yeah.
And you don't want to listen to it.
Right.
Because you've been trained to listen to 440.
So theoretically, you could train yourself to listen to 432.
Yeah. But it's hard to find music tuned to that.
Right. No one's doing it.
Well, some people are, but
The hippies.
yeah, the hippies.
Yeah.
But then people look at you weird and they're like, "Oh, you gonna put magnets in your shoes?" And you're like, "Maybe."
Maybe. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
yeah.
that's why I wear barefoot shoes, trying to get close to the earth. Should just walk around barefoot from now on.
After this, maybe. That's crazy.
I'm losing my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I need a break.
Okay, we can stop here for a moment.
Smoke break.
God.
All right, we're back. How we feeling?
Tartaria, man. I'm a little. That door's open. Whatever.
That's fine.
I just have a lot of curiosities now. I'm not sure what to do with them other than to just slowly get into them, let them be what they are, and then kind of.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
Figure it out.
misinformation rolling around about it, and I think that's why a lot of Tartaria stuff is not necessarily censored. Because if you go and look into it, there is a lot of stuff about free energy and anti-gravity machines and
Right.
that kind of stuff, and there's a good chance that a lot of that is misinformation.
Which,
That's fair.
But that could also be a ploy for.
Well, that's maybe why a lot of this stuff isn't censored, is because there's a lot of people talking about it,
Right.
but maybe they're wrong, and so they're the ones being pushed forward.
Right. But that could be a good tactic that might have been previously planned of, yeah, we're going to put information out because it's just enough information to where people will run with it. And there's going to wind up being so much speculation and misinformation around it that it hides itself in plain sight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I think the mud flood thing is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
I think it's a total false flag.
That's crazy.
It's a form of it's their first cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nuts. It's been a while since I had something like this as far as a conspiracy, history, anything
Yeah,
to
be-
latch onto.
Yeah, because it's hard because especially with the mud flood theory, a lot of it is that it falls into the one global Tartarian government where Tartaria is covering the globe basically.
Right.
And they're building all these structures, doing all this stuff, free energy and all that. And that this big cataclysmic event happens and it buries all their stuff. And so then whenever we start like uncovering it, we then just claim it's ours.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Lincoln Memorial. We talked about that a little bit. Some people think that Tartarians built that. And that when you go look up the old photos, you're like, oh man, that's an effing swamp. And there's the Lincoln Memorial standing perfectly.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a bit weird that the Lincoln Memorial is built out of white marble,
Right.
an incredibly fragile building material,
Just standing there.
just standing there, pristine. There's not even a road to it.
Has it decayed yet?
No.
So it's preserved somehow.
Pristine condition.
Yeah. Yeah. And that one of the hallmarks of is those Greco-Roman pillars.
Yeah.
That's a hallmark of Tartarian. People claim that that's a hallmark of Tartarian architecture.
Jeez.
And that's why our capital looks just like Canada's capital, which is just like Australia's capital, which looks like Taiwan's capital. That looks like,
Dude.
They all look the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or have similar traits.
It's like the same person built them, but yet,
Oh my God. That's so crazy. And you're going to be noticing it more and more.
yeah.
Once you're in, you're like, oh shit, you see more and more of it.
So maybe the Greeks and the Romans took it from them.
Maybe.
Well, and so it's hard because the Romans, when you look at them, there are some structures that the Romans had, like they use and stuff like that they just kind of go, yeah, we don't know who built this.
So they just mimicked it.
No, they just had these buildings and they were like, yeah, we got these buildings. They're pretty cool. I wonder who built them, And some of this stuff, like, we can't really recreate today because we don't know the building processes.
Right.
You know? Or it's like we could recreate it, but it might take us 50 years.
It's going to take longer than, the original.
Longer than the 2 years that apparently we were able to do it in 1905.
Right.
You
The
know?
hell?
Then we just explode for no reason.
Dude.
You know? I mean,
That is
stuff like
nuts.
that where you're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Bro.
Also, like, why did all the World's Fairs have like unbelievably similar architecture and stuff like that? Like, they looked similar building wise
I mean, they very well may have been built by the same person.
over like 20 years.
Sure.
And he's building these just elaborate, unbelievable buildings and stuff like that, entire towns in like 2-year time spans, and then just destroying them all. Weird.
I mean, okay. So I'm going off of the assumption like a circus. Okay. Circus comes into town. They erect the circus tent.
Yeah. Yep.
They erect the rides, things like that. You're there for a week, close down, go to the next town.
Yeah.
So in the same sense, with the fair being a fair, a conglomerate of nations doing whatever they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense that after the fair is done, you're gone. Tear it down, go bye-bye. In my
That's fair,
in my
that's fair,
very
yeah.
basic understanding of what's going on. I mean, World's Fair, the only understanding that I have the World's Fair is the very little bit that I read of A Tale of Two Cities.
Okay, yeah. So the World's Fairs are these lavish,
Yeah.
extravagant shows of technology and what's happening and those kinds of things. Like they're trying to show off the best of the best from every country.
Right. Wasn't Tesla a big frequenter of that?
Yes. Tesla was a big contributor to the World's Fairs.
Good old
And
Nikola.
so, if he was even real. That's a literal theory out there that Tesla may not be a real person.
All right. Let's
But
calm
there's
down.
like real patents on him, like with his name on it.
Yeah. Why do we only have 5 pictures of him?
Well, because
How
photos
expensive.
weren't really that big of a thing back then.
No, but all of his contemporaries, we have fucking videos of them.
Yeah, but he wasn't popular. He was an outcast from the community.
He was considered the world's
It was-
smartest man. There's no way that no one got a video of him.
Right. Considered world's smartest is different than being the
Unless-
most popular.
Unless
He was highly popular. People love Tesla.
the people loved him. What if the collective didn't like him?
Right.
But, you know, I mean, it's like, well, then why did he never allow anyone to video him?
Well, he might have been tuned in, or at
Think
least
he
been
was.
aware
Might have
enough
been
to
tuned
know you're not getting me. That's why I don't like people taking my pictures.
I mean,
Anyways,
it's like, you know, when the first camera came out, people were bonkers scared about the idea of being like they thought that their whole soul was being encapsulated into the thing that was created.
Yeah, it was devil worship.
Yeah. And the same thing happened with rock and roll music. People thought that it was of the devil because it was tuned to 440.
Tesla's not a religious man, though.
Well, that's not the point that I'm making.
Well, but
What-
he wouldn't be afraid of those things, is what I'm saying.
I think I'm going off of the fact that the natural sensibilities of humans and them being private was probably more accepted rather than those that were what's the word I'm looking for? More outspoken about what they were doing
Well, then why don't we have more photos of him?
because he was a private human.
I'm just saying, man. I think Tesla was a real person, so I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I know you are.
But yeah, no, the World's Fairs though, it's just weird though because in that same sense, you know, we build humongous stadiums for the Olympics and
Right.
those kinds of things. We don't get rid of them though.
No, they stick around.
Yeah, we don't get rid of these things.
They just tore the World's Fair down.
Yeah, they would just tear them down. There's only one building that really survived out of all of this, and that was the 1915 World Fair in San Francisco. And it's called the Fine Arts Palace of San Francisco. Why don't you look it up? Take a look at that.
Oh gosh, what's this?
I'm just looking at all this architecture that's going on.
What does it look like?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
should look at it.
it looks different. There's a lot of pillars, there's a lot of domes, there's a lot of I mean, it just looks. This one looks like a mall that I've seen.
Holy shit.
The 1851 Great Exhibition of Hyde Park.
No way.
Which one did we say?
The Fine Arts Palace of San Francisco.
Holy cow, dude.
Dude, it's fucking Tartaria.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's not real. What the hell?
It's one of the few buildings that survived.
But why did it survive? That's the question that I have.
Well, they just left that one up because these are all supposedly temporary structures. They left that one up, and then San Francisco actually destroyed it eventually, and then rebuilt it to look just like the original.
Dude, that's nuts.
That's so creative.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's awesome. Doesn't look like you can actually go in and see it though.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Why
Ain't
would
no
you be
way.
allowed to?
Ain't no way. Surprised they even have a picture of it.
Oh, that's an interesting photo. You got a pretty good inner viewing of that dome there.
Dude.
I mean, that's.
But it's aligned with the stars.
But it is, yeah.
It's a lot of octagons.
Guarantee it's aligned with the stars.
Whew.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Dude, can you imagine getting
Look at
in
that.
there?
Look at that. It's a pig. Or maybe a gargoyle.
That's a gargoyle, yeah.
Dude.
And the two Tartaria was known for like two coat of arm things. So that's the curly tailed dragon
Yeah.
that St. George is always slain,
Oh,
There's
dude.
the gods.
and the griffin.
Here's the gods. Look
Oh,
at that.
God.
Those are the gods.
No
Yeah.
way.
Those are the Greco-Roman gods.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if each side has a certain. Yeah, it's all pointing to one direction. There's one.
Probably pointing to like true north or
Right.
something.
That
Stupid
I mean,
shit like
it's
that.
like so. Like there's that one
Yeah,
pointing
yeah.
that direction, right?
Yeah.
And then you go over there. It's pointing the opposite
Yeah.
direction toward whatever this lady is.
Yeah.
Nude person. That's wild.
Maybe they were just fans of titties.
I mean, who's not?
You'd be surprised.
That's someone
Who's
carrying.
There's a
not?
lot of amateur. I know a bunch of people.
That they're
Atlas was the guy that carried the globe
Yeah.
on his back,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop now.
conspiracy hours.
Dude. I'm going to start falling asleep to this stuff.
I'm gonna go listen to 432.
Yeah, no kid. Yeah, after this, I might need it. After a hard week, you just listen to 432.
Yeah, because they had all these domes and those bells.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen if you took a month and just every day for an hour a day you listen to 432.
I wonder, has that experiment been done?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That
It
may
has
be
to
my
be.
next. That may be my next topic is 432.
Oh, oof.
That'd be a good one.
We're getting into a real niche area
I mean,
on this show. And I
curiosities.
love it.
I'll have my brother-in-law Christian on.
That'd be great.
He's my resident conspiracy theory
Oh,
expert.
really?
Yeah.
That's
He's
great.
deep into that?
We need
Oh,
to-
yeah.
We
No
need to
way.
have our
Yeah, for
resident
sure.
Napoleon expert.
Yeah, we need to ask him about Napoleon going to Moscow instead of St. Petersburg.
Ooh. Ooh.
I almost texted him today about that. I was
You
just like,
absolutely
hey,
should've.
do you know anything about this?
I'll bring it up
Yeah.
and be like, "Well, then you're coming on the pod."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure he'll have some reasonable answer for why it happened, and I'll be like, in my head, go, this guy doesn't know about Tartaria.
I mean, it's definitely going to be some warlike thing, and I'm definitely going to ask about any other history major that knows anything about that, like if it's been brought up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
it's weird
crazy.
times out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
You
kidding.
know, yeah. I mean, I just accidentally stumbled onto the edge of a rabbit hole, and I'm about to fall deeply into it.
Yeah. This is probably, we're all going to be doing this on some level for the next little while, probably.
It was tough though because one of the podcasts they kept going back to flat Earth, and so it'll like pull me out. I'd be like, "Oh, this stuff's really interesting. Flat Earth, fuck."
That's lame. Not real.
I'm like, show me the ice wall.
One of us is gonna get stressed about all this, and then you're gonna be like that guy in the Matrix eating the steak. I don't want to remember anything.
I don't remember anything. I know this steak is not real.
Ignorance
I
is
don't care.
bliss. I saw that on a clip this week. Foods from movies that you envy, and the steak scene was like number one. Oh,
It wasn't the star leaves.
the tree stars from Land Before Time. Come on, dude. Oh yeah. But you know what else is the other one that I'm not? That's a shameless acknowledgement. The strudel from Inglorious Bastards.
Really?
Yeah, I like that one.
For you.
Attendez la crème. You just eat it.
Start calling you the Bear Jew.
Hey, that's stolen valor. I'm not one of the chosen tribe.
That's fair.
Oh, nor am I from Jersey.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude, that's nutty. I wonder if there's been any references in movies.
There are.
Really? Mm-hmm. Dude.
Specifically, there's one in a Judy Garland film from 1944, and it's all based on this little girl, or Judy Garland's character, at the World's Fair in 1904.
Oh.
And this little girl mentions in it about, she says something along the lines of, there was this all this mud came in, and there were all these dead bodies everywhere.
No way.
Yes, at the World's Fair.
Hell, dude.
That's one of the things where people with the mud flood theory, they're like, this is it.
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland told us.
She wound up crazy.
Well, cocaine would do that to you.
Yeah. That was a rough ending. And then who was her daughter or granddaughter that is big now?
Let's look it up.
The one that the community loves.
The community.
Yeah. The theater community.
Oh, that community.
Sure. It's the same thing. We know what we're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Granddaughter. There we go. Vanessa Hooker?
No. Damn it. I'm going to have to look it up.
Lauren Luft?
No. Damn it. Why? Liza Minnelli.
She's related to Julie Garland?
Yeah, that's her children.
Her child.
Yeah.
Her children.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Liza Minnelli.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
Yeah.
Go with your gut.
Yeah, but I hate when you get stuck on a name. It's like when you get a piece of popcorn stuck in your teeth, and that becomes your life mission.
Got to get it out.
It's like when you wake up and you just got to floss for 20 minutes trying to get this thing out. I woke up this week swinging at 2 a.m. in bed. You ever wake up just mad?
Yeah.
Not really.
Well, it happened, and I just woke up and started swinging.
That's not true sometimes.
Yeah.
That's only if the coyote shows up.
Oof. Yeah, that's like a feudal fight.
But that's a different kind of mad.
Oh, dude.
You know what you did.
Calling it out. Wow.
That's a bold move.
I don't care. Dude, it's just the Moriarty
Tune in
to my
next week.
Sherlock. Gonna get a phone call after this from an unknown number.
It's like, oh boy, from Tartaria. Oh man.
I wonder if there's any. Oh God, the words are gone. I wonder if there is still any outside of the architectural pieces that are still slightly present. Like if you went back to the Turkey area and you could see, like maybe there's you get lost and you find an old, I don't know, an old shoppy somewhere, and you go inside and you see an old flag, and you see the flag, and you're like,
What is that?
Tartarian? What's going on here?
Yeah. So there was a guy on one of these podcasts. He talked about there are some people who still claim Tartaria as like a heritage and a lineage kind of a thing.
Whoa.
And
That's
he
pretty
said
bold.
that they prefer to be referred to as Tartars, not Tartarians. Tartarian is kind of like a derogatory slang in their mind.
Well, maybe
now that guy, I was like, all right, man.
Is he mud theory guy?
No, he did. I don't think he believed in the mud theory.
Well, how about you choose a better name?
I mean, Tartarian sounds a lot better than Tartars, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think that just rolls off the tongue better.
Sounds like Targaryen.
It does sound
Yeah.
like Targaryen.
I'm just saying.
Maybe this is all just Game of Thrones. At the
I
end of the
mean,
day.
yeah.
Covering up some incest.
We don't know. We don't know how it's going to end. The author doesn't know how it's going to end.
No, he's actually said he'll probably die before it ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
What a jump move.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so artistic. I don't know how it's going to end. What's that style of writing where you don't know how it's going to finish when you start it out? That's an actual style of writing.
I think this is called writing.
No.
idea.
No. There's like an actual style of writing that I didn't know this was a thing, but Martin does it, and there's other people that do it. It's a style of writing where you start the story, but you don't know how it's going to end. So it's pretty much open ended.
Yeah, where the story just writes itself.
Right. So it's like this weird. It's like that Brazilian dance karate thing of writing.
Capoeira.
It's the capoeira of writing. I'm like, what the hell? How do you not know, or at least have an inkling of how you want it to end?
Have you ever done any creative writing?
I tried a couple times. It wasn't good.
Maybe that's the problem. You had an ending in mind. Maybe you need to just let the story tell itself because you just don't know.
Well, it wasn't creative writing, and like we're trying to write a story.
That's a weird way to put that. The style of writing where you start a story without knowing the ending is called discovery writing or
yes.
pantsing.
Pensing.
Pantsing.
Yeah,
Pantsing.
you're pantsing your audience.
Yeah,
That's messed up.
because the writer flies by the seat of their pants. The story is discovered as it unfolds on the page rather than being guided by a detailed outline.
Discovery writing. That was the one.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just kind of interesting. I'm not a writer. Like the one time I thought I was going to be an author as a kid, I started writing.
Were you writing a war novel?
No, I was writing I don't even remember the story, but I got lost in the details. It wound up being like 5 pages just describing a room. And it was just the room I was sitting in. I was like, oh, I can't do this. Yeah.
Gave up.
Hey, create an imaginary scenario. I'm like, impossible. Can't do it.
I don't have an imaginary.
No,
mind.
I describe what I see. That's it.
Classic first child.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Maybe you've done creative writing. Maybe it's just a me problem.
No.
Classic first child.
I can't seem to write lyrics for anything.
Yeah.
I can get little bits and phrases every once in a while. But even then, I'm like, nah, it's not good enough.
Classic first child.
Yes.
I'm right there with you.
Dude,
I don't trust the creative process of my own doing.
it's really funny. Anytime I meet someone who has multiple siblings, like you have to get to like 3 or 4 before this really starts really taking effect. But every first child in that deal, because I know a lot of them, they're all just black and white. This is it. And then as you get further away from them, the more that person is like, I like the gray.
Yeah.
Yep.
Literally.
Yep. But then it restarts.
Sometimes.
The 4th child.
It can't. Not always, but
Not
it can.
always.
Not always,
It
but
can.
it can.
Yeah.
It can. I was about to say, the 4th child in our particular situation, that is not her.
Right.
4th child for me. That's kind of what happened.
It's the 4th child for me.
Yeah. That was a
My
reset.
sister is like me.
Yeah.
Very black and white. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's such a trip.
Well.
Yeah, kid number 3 is typically the one that's most happy to be in the gray.
Yeah. Because they
As
dealt with
you.
it. They've lived through it. They
Well,
are the
because
gray.
you're the forgotten one.
Yeah, they are the gray.
You're
Right.
the forgotten child.
That's so crazy.
They're the amalgamation of all of them.
Well, because they're too close to the baby if there's 4.
Yeah.
They're too close to the baby, but they're further enough away from the first child that by the time the number 3 comes along and then the baby shows up, the parents are like, oh, yeah, we have that one.
You're still here?
And you're like, hey,
It's like,
I'm
I guess.
here. It's like, what are you doing to me,
It's like,
Dad?
don't do that to me, that.
Why did you touch my mouth?
always on top of shit.
I go, that was not a nice thing to do.
Or say.
I go with awful myth or Ethan, not with a weird thing to say.
That's normal for me. I say a lot of weird things.
I go with maybe so cut that back a little bit.
Nah, I'm
But
good.
need you to take 10% off of that.
I'm gonna need to take 10% off of that there, myth or Ethan.
No. I'm gonna add another 10.
Yeah, let's go. Add another 10. Always another
adding
10.
another 10.
Another 10 millis.
At 10 millis, everything.
Dude, I did just recently see the video of Burnt and Tim doing the Russian pouches.
Oh, ooh,
So funny.
that is nuts. Boy, got
Shout
high.
out to Burnt and Tim.
Yup. Dude, I would try that. One of
I
these
would.
days, I'm gonna
Nope.
walk in here.
That's where I
walk,
take the 10 off.
I'm gonna walk in here with the burnt pouches.
I was about to say, are you going to walk in here with a hammer and sickle?
Just crack it open. It's the Russian
Burn the
anthem.
Tartarian flag in the parking lot?
That's such an... Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking of flags now.
Flag.
Specifically imagery, like what hammer and sickle really means.
Oh, it's a sign for fatherhood. Which
Fatherhood.
is interesting how,
Strength, worker.
but they always refer to Russia as the motherland, Mother Russia. It's like,
Right. That's got to be a ploy from CIA or something like
I
that
wonder.
to give you...
Well, and you know that double eagle on the imperial coat of arms?
yeah,
That's the Byzantine's eagle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Russia might truly be just the reincarnation of the Byzantine Empire.
They say, or it could be.
I mean, it could be.
But it's interesting that they have the hammer and sickle, right? Because if Tartarians or Tartars were master workers, hammer and sickle.
Maybe.
There was a kid in school. I remember one summer this
my
kid came back
gosh.
from Russia and he had the giant coat of arms on his arm. The
Damn,
double eagle.
that's
I was like,
honestly kinda
that's
hard.
kind of hard, dude.
Which is possibly why we chose the eagle rather than the turkey,
I mean, yeah.
to follow in line with another empire that had an eagle as its coat of arms
Hey, we're cool too.
because it's strong, because they're ushering in another empire. I could go all day.
You go all day.
This is where the diagonal really
Yeah.
is fun.
Oh,
The diagonal becomes really strong in conspiracy theories.
I'm good at it.
Dude, we really need to get you a whiteboard and some red
I was gonna say
yarn.
there's about to be a shortage of red thread,
I don't do red thread.
red Sharpie.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm going to ruin a whiteboard. I don't use dry erase. I want people to know. Shit's permanent. This is real.
Did you ever watch the Accountant with Ben Affleck?
No.
There's a scene. So he's like a pay for play assassin.
Oh, okay.
But his cover is he's an accountant. He's just a dude. So I can't remember if it was the first or the second one, but he comes into this giant corporation and is running their books.
Yeah.
So it's like a conference room that's just like all glass mirrors, and he's on the window with like dry erase markers, doing the numbers and everything because he's kind of on the spectrum.
Okay.
And then as he is like at the end, he like figures everything out and gets them back on track. But he notices some stuff is off.
Sure.
Something is wonky.
Yeah.
And that's the whole part of the story. Like the company is like, hey, you can't be looking at this. So he comes in one morning and security is like packing up all his papers and wiping off the dry erase stuff on the window. And he's just trying not to spaz on these guys. It's like, hey, what are you doing? No, you can't do this. And he's moving his pens around because it centers him and he's just like going crazy. That's how I picture you with a conspiracy theory.
Oh, I think this is where I enter the chaos and let it be. Because it's just fun now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my chaos.
Oh, dude.
Well, why don't we wrap things
exciting.
up and
Yeah, sure.
I'm not going to be able to sleep this weekend. It's a good thing we have a 3-day weekend.
it's true.
Yeah.
Tony's gonna come in with the black curly tailed dragon tattooed on
Holy
his
cow.
chest.
I'll do it with you, brother.
Dude, we were talking about branding yesterday.
Shit would be hard.
Dude, a dragon brand.
I'll get tar on one arm and tar on the other.
Everyone's gonna go, is that the sauce?
Sauce
Be
is
like, yep,
yeah,
I got the sauce.
yeah. That's a hell of a pickup line.
What's your tattoo tar for? Well, I always carry the sauce.
Do you want some beef?
Beef.
Give you this beef
That is
stick.
one of my favorite sauces, by the way.
Tartar? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
That and horseradish.
Horseradish, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a punch. Or the,
fantastic.
as they call it, the wasabi of the Midwest.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So either what are our counts?
Well,
I know we had one big you know what you did.
we have one big you know what you did. We have one very specific call out. I hope this person, if it's a real person,
Jesus.
that is possibly quantumly entangled, recognizes that they've been called out and does the right thing. Will you do what you said
Yeah.
or
yeah.
say that you do?
Yeah.
Dude, you don't need to challenge Moriarty.
We have 432 and we have 440.
Take your pick.
Take your pick. Which way you're going to be influenced? I don't know. I feel like this is one of those episodes where it's like the count is open up your third eye, listen to your third ear. But I don't really want to claim that because that's wild. And that's ushering in too much chaos. So approach those areas of Tartar and 432 and conspiracy with much caution.
Just be
And
aware.
know that you have a brain and you have the ability to say no.
Oh my God.
You can say no. You just can.
Just say no.
This, yeah, that was my Michael Scott moment.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter, please, or I'm going to start snorting these fire ants in my kitton.
Go.
In memory of Ozzy.
In memory of Ozzy. Well, beloved customer, your wisdom of the deep snacks today is, of course, no jumps.
No jumps.
And I guess just say no. Anyways, that's been Septic Guy. This has been Septic Guys No Shit. Don't look for us on Instagram. We're not coming back.
Gone.
Bye-bye.
China.
Anyways, make sure to have a beautiful day. Go out, check your chlorine, wipe your ass, don't flush your wet wipes, and we'll see you on your next inspection.
Bye.